This is a Dragon Blazer production, and I am the little boogeyman.
This is the Boomer and Blaze Show. I am Boomer.
And I'm Blaze.
Here we are for another week, and, getting close to one of my favorite times of the year, which is Halloween, October, and all that. But all of a sudden, Mother Nature decided, you know what, we're not going to cool down yet. Let's get hot again, just to remind you what we do. Fucking 90, yesterday, 92.
My sincerest apologies for that.
Yeah, what the hell? You pissed her off, didn't you?
No. I was making a joke that I'm hot, so obviously it's hot outside.
We'll be here all week, folks. We'll be here all week. Touche. My bad. All right, well, we're going to start the show with two sad notes. One was just breaking. The other one has been one of the most dominating stories, and not the best stuff either.
No, it's not good stuff.
Originally, I will say that we decided, we weren't even going to talk about this, because if you listen to our show, we stay away from politics, we stay away from religion. And the reason is because we want to have fucking fun, folks. That's the reason. That's why we stay away from this stuff. It's sketchy, it's iffy, and all that. I imagine, because me and you don't even talk about that stuff a ton personally. We touch on those things, and we have agreements in a lot of places. I bet there's stuff we don't agree on. I bet there is. Sure there is.
There are.
Guess what? Doesn't mean I hate this guy. And I just think that you can call whatever you want. In my personal opinion, what you believe, the way you want to live, the way you want to identify, whatever you choose to do, it's your life. And if it's not affecting me, then I'm not going to hate you. We don't have to agree on everything. You have every right to debate stuff. You have every right to have different opinions. But I'm not going to hate you because you don't agree with me. And the problem in this country is if you don't agree with what I think, you're wrong and I hate you. The hate has to stop. It's that simple. It doesn't put your political views on the situation that we're about to talk about and the man we're about to say rest in peace to. Your political views and all that, take all those out. Just think about the human, and think about the fact that little kids and a wife were there to see their husband and their dad get assassinated because somebody didn't like his opinions and somebody didn't like the things he said. There was a lot of stuff he said I didn't like. I know my co-host as well, but
I strongly oppose pretty much almost all of his views.
But I didn't want to see the man killed.
The man didn't deserve to be shot down.
By the way, also
everyone on the internet.
I didn't agree with a lot of what he said, but boy, I like to watch his debates. I like to watch it. I did.
Okay, this may be the wrong way to say this, but I would hate watch him. Like, I would disagree with it and be rooting for whoever he was debating most of the time, but I would watch him, and it's gonna be kind of weird not having those to watch any. I mean, I guess you can always. I mean, it's on the internet, so you can always watch old ones. But
everybody knows we're talking about Charlie Kirk,
of course.
That horrible situation, and even, and I'm sure yours was the same way, right? Even on my Facebook feed, my friends are like arguing and saying, "You can't be my friend," because they have different views, and that's what the world needs is a timeout. Everybody needs to go in the corner and take a timeout.
It's been a very frustrating time because there's people out there like calling for people to get fired from their job because they disagree. Like, I've seen people complaining about people celebrating his death. I haven't personally seen that with anybody I personally know.
That part I haven't.
I have not been seeing people do. I'm hearing people saying that they are, but I'm like, I'm not seeing anybody celebrate it. I've seen people say, I'm not gonna be sad about it. I mean,
and thank you for bringing that up.
Nothing to me.
There's my point. I'm not going to sit here and tell anyone, who am I? I'm not going to sit here and tell you have to mourn. If you don't want to mourn, that's okay. But you also don't have to hate, and you don't have to praise it. And I'm not saying anybody I personally did that, but I watched a video of college kids that almost made me cry because they were asking all these kids what they thought, and every one of them basically saying, somebody had to do it. Glad he's dead. Needed to be shot.
No, this
is the future of our country saying this stuff. Like, it's not okay. It's not who did he hurt other than verbally? Did he physically hurt anybody? Like,
No,
you
no.
know?
No. Those
He was
people
an
are wrong.
influencer,
I'm
by
glad
the way. He may not be on here telling you how to do your makeup, but he was an influencer like a lot of you out there. And would you want somebody to take you out because they didn't like the nail polish you used? I'm trying to throw some humor in here. This is what we do.
Yeah,
But the
no,
thing was
that's not not okay. It's not okay on either side. I've been seeing people like saying that that this is a civil war and we need a call to action because of this situation. That's not okay either. I mean, it's not like.
This is why I'm glad we brought it up, though, because we both see that part. I'm an empathetic person, and I'm not afraid to admit that. And I was in a bad place for a couple of days, just seeing all this, this hate and divide. Like, wake up call. This is what, I don't care where you live in the world. This is what the media wants. This is what they've always done. They want us divided. They want us to hate each other. They want to stir the pot. Like, you know what? If you're on TikTok and Facebook, watch some puppy videos. Watch people farting and falling. But watching the crap that rots your brain. Like, it was heartbreaking to me. It was just heartbreaking. And like I said, and the people that thought it was fake because of the video where it looks like his ring was on a different finger, I'm like, no one would do that in front of their family. No one would fake their death that way in front of their family. Come on.
I mean, unless you told your family. Like, that's the only way I could see that being a thing.
By the way, if you go back and watch videos, Charlie Kirk had a habit during these debates of moving that ring constantly from finger to finger. All the time. And you can see in his videos it was a nervous habit or something. He did it a lot, so I don't think it was fake. And by the way, the other thing that was horrible this week is the young woman on the subway. I'm sure you saw that story too that happened.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's related.
There was also a school shooting.
It's related to the politics. Yeah, school shootings, college lockdowns. Like,
I don't like talking about school shootings on here very much because
I don't like to talk about any of this. But I just wanted us to try to tell people to have some love and laugh a little and quit hating. Gosh, learn a new language. Watch funny videos. Sing.
All right. I hope I haven't brought this up, but I thought of an idea because we do these rest in pieces a lot, and quite frankly, we are a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking as kind of like a wrestling tribute. I want to do this. Rest in peace. It's like I think that'd be kind of a fun, fun. I don't know if fun is the right word in this situation, but we're a wrestling podcast and we have a guy who would say rest in peace all the time. Yeah. I got you.
That's a good idea. And if people don't listen and don't get it, no matter what we talk about, at some point we try to fucking light it up. That's what we do. We're trying to be a ray of sunshine in the world, okay?
Yeah. Now, on to that, we have someone else to talk about.
This literally happened. But rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and everybody.
Literally, as we were coming up.
Tried to hug somebody. But yeah, this morning before we started recording, I had to make this last minute. I saw breaking news that Robert Redford passed away, 89 years old.
I've seen Robert Redford in a few things, but he's not he's definitely before my time more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know who he is. I've seen him. He's also, I'm assuming he died of old age.
Yeah, I didn't see calls of
this is less a tragedy and more of just this is life. This is what happens.
Yeah, but you're right. I've seen a few Robert Redford movies, and I bet you just knew him because that's how big he was. I mean, he didn't have to be in movies. Like when we were growing up, you knew who Robert Redford was. Not he was everywhere. I actually enjoyed the movie Sneakers. I don't know if you remember that one.
I've never seen it. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
That's 96, I think. And that's a pretty good movie. But yeah, I didn't watch a lot of this stuff. But he's definitely a well-known actor. In 89,
definitely a name that I was familiar with. I can't tell you anything he's in other than, I guess, Sneakers, but I didn't know that either.
He's also real famous for playing, was it Grizzly Adams or something like that back in the 70s?
Also before my time.
Or maybe it wasn't Grizzly Adams. It was the guy that wore the raccoon hat. Anyway, something like that. But it's Davy Crockett. I think he might have played Davy Crockett.
Oh,
or Grizzly Adams.
Not Daniel Boone.
Maybe Daniel Boone. It was one of them fucking Westerny guys. But
I'm kind of trying to look in here and see if there's what movie I have actually seen him in so far. Well, these are all. I'm assuming it's something.
I bet you've seen the one. You've probably seen the one in the 90s or early 2000s he did with Brad Pitt, and the name of it's slipping me right now. But he did a spy movie.
He did it.
Brad Pitt.
So far,
I had all this pulled up earlier, but I'm not as well prepared as people think. We do this show on the fly, kids.
I've heard of a bunch of these movies, but I've never. Oh
Yeah.
wait, that was Producers. Holy crap! I was looking
Oh my
at
gosh, this guy.
Oh,
where's
he's
the
Alexander Pierce in Avengers Endgame. He was in the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I forgot about his older. Yeah, he did a couple of recent ones too, like.
Yeah, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So I've definitely seen him in a few things. He was the voice of Ike the Horse in Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Spy Game? Maybe.
Yes, Spy Game. I thought you might have seen that, but if you haven't, you should watch it.
I've never seen Spy Game.
Spy movie there.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, now we're getting to the '70s movies, and Barefoot in the Park, I think, is a big one he was in.
Sounds
was
like
in '67. Yeah, I guess the only thing I've really seen him in is the only thing I really seen him in was in a couple Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But I can't even remember who Alexander Pierce was, so
I barely remembered he was in it, so yeah, I don't think he was in like the whole. Maybe he was, but it just wasn't like a main character.
But I am familiar with him, and once again, rest in peace.
We're about to be the only podcast that has an intro for the Rest in Peace segment, folks. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna go dark or uplifting with it, you know. Yeah, all right. Now it's time to have some fun. Enough of that negativity, right?
Yeah.
Let's get off of that. All right. So here we go. Time for bullshit corner. All sorts of good stuff to talk about today. And we're going to start with, it's a birthday. We got a birthday.
It's me. It's my birthday.
That was a way better than I did. Happy 40th birthday to Mario. And by the way, when we're talking about Mario, we're talking about the game because Mario was around before the game.
So we're talking about Super Mario Brothers, not Donkey Kong. But he was technically called Jumpman.
Yes.
But he was essentially
the actual Mario itself. 40 years old. That, huh? One of my favorites. Still
well, as a 42-year-old, this really kind of. I know.
42, you young snapper, you? No, I'm 45. No matter what system, like I remember what was the first one on 64? Was it called Mario World? Super Mario World?
Actually, it was called Super Mario 64.
Makes sense.
Super Mario World was Super Nintendo.
Mario 64 was amazing. They all were. Yeah. I loved Mario games.
Yeah.
I
liked
Super Mario Brothers 3 would piss me off. I never beat that one to this day. I've never beat that one. So
I'm in the middle of it. I need to go back and finish it.
Like
I have it on the Switch. I've been playing. I was when I was really getting into I got a Switch for Christmas. Or I got a Switch back for Christmas. I started playing through every single Mario game and Zelda game from the beginning. Now, okay, so here's what didn't happen. I did not finish Zelda 2, Link to the or whatever it's called. It's terrible. Holy crap! I hated it. I tried it. I got through one dungeon. This is not good. I'm like, you know what? I will live with not beating every Zelda if that's what I gotta play.
There was one Mario game I wasn't a super fan of, not because it wasn't good, but to me, like Dr. Mario, that was just Tetris, and I'd rather play Tetris.
Yeah.
To me, that was kind of.
I freaking love Dr. Mario. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Tetris. I mean, it's just Tetris.
What's Dr. Mario?
Not Dr. Mario, the other one. I'm thinking of the wrong game. I'm sorry. There is a Mario game like Tetris. It's not Dr. Mario.
I'm not sure, but Dr. Mario is unique in puzzle games. I've never seen.
Oh, yeah. Then I am thinking of Dr. Mario. Maybe I just didn't play enough levels. To me,
no, Dr. Mario was the one that had a bunch of like viruses, and you put the pills on top, and you have to get like 3 of the same colored pill things to take out
Candy Crush. But I mean, right? Kind of
not even Candy Crush. Candy Crush is like the.
I must forget it, but I don't remember being a big fan of Dr. Mario.
I freaking love it. Dr. Mario is one of my favorites, and feel free to keep talking because you're gonna be reminded what it's like.
Luigi's Mansion. That's one I like. I like Luigi's
I
Mansion.
never really played it. That's I never had a GameCube. I've played it. I know what it is, but I just never really got into it.
I actually have it on. I have it on
But
the
yeah.
Switch. A newer one. They actually re-released it, or it's a newer one or the other. But I have it on the Switch.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a fun one, but yeah, 40 years old, which is crazy. That means we were. Well, I was. Is that right? 40. That's just insane. I don't like to feel this old. Mario is one of the all-time greats. I'm also a fan of the movie, even though not a lot of people like it. I'm talking the live-action one. I thought it was great. It's cheesy great. I don't care.
Okay, so the movie is like
bad but good. It's a good bad.
It's fun, ridiculous,
Yes.
but it's not a good movie, and it's a terrible Mario movie.
But it's fun. It's bad.
Yeah.
Fun. There's nothing wrong. I like bad fun movies.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's just a terrible movie.
Is the tiny heads, the lizard dudes. That's like the most Mario thing that's really in there.
And they have this. Yeah. But here we go. This is Dr. Mario. And this is literally one of my favorite puzzle games of all time. Like I love Tetris too, but I like this more than I like Tetris. Like full honesty.
Yeah.
Like it's very different from Tetris.
You say it is, but it's Tetris-like. It's just instead of shades, necessarily the colors. But yeah, it's a puzzle game. I remember. Yeah, for me it wasn't. I mean, I'm not trying to. It just wasn't my taste. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I would have Tetris. Tetris was more my thing.
If you're just saying it's a puzzle game, I mean, there are so many different types of puzzle games.
There are, but it's similar. You got to see the way I say it, that it's similar to Tetris because the way you have to move them, you got to match them right to make everything go down. I mean it in that way.
That's how.
It's not exactly the same, but it's the same thing. You're turning things and putting them in the right spot.
Well, I get that, but
I know you probably like the animated critters and everything, and it makes it more fun.
Oh, and I love the music.
And the music was good. I remember that. But yeah, I was just more with Tetris. Boring old Tetris.
There we go.
Oh, he's trying to get this. Remember, 30 seconds. 30.
Anyway, yeah, that's one of my favorite puzzle games.
Not a good time to make a laugh.
But no, that's one of my favorite puzzle games of all time is Dr. Mario. But yeah, that's like saying that that's like saying WCW is WWF. It's the exact same thing because they're both wrestling.
They're the exact same thing, but similar. WCW is the same thing, not as good, right? Same thing. So it's the same thing. I mean, they're both wrestling.
Oh,
WWF, AEW,
fighting,
not as good.
Fighting words.
WCW is dead. How's it fighting words? I mean, I love WCW.
I'm not talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the video.
I'm talking about saying about. I'm saying that about.
You don't like it, angry. But this to me is wild because we're going to talk about a TV show that's celebrating the same exact thing 40 years, and the timelines just don't seem like they should match, right? Happy 40th anniversary. The show with the greatest theme song of all time. I don't care what you fucking say.
Well, thank you for being my friend.
40th anniversary. Your honey is true. You're a pound of I still watch the show to this day. Some people laugh at me. I don't care. If you go back and watch this show is hilarious. These women say some shit.
You know what's weird? I haven't really watched much of the show. I've seen a lot of clips, and everything I see about it is great. I did. This was not one of the shows. Like most of the older shows I've watched is because my mom loved Brady Bunch. My mom loved I Dream of Jeannie. So I've seen a lot of those.
What's funny for me is not later in life. My parents weren't really much into TV, but I was a TV kid. I was just fascinated. I wanted to watch whatever the hell I could find.
Yeah.
So, even as a kid, I was watching reruns of this, but it's so hilarious. Rose is dumb as a box of rocks, and the burns on the shows. It's just
Betty White is one of my favorite humans. Was of my favorite humans on the planet.
Yes,
so yeah, I love everything I see of the Golden Girls, and I think the Golden Girls is definitely one of those classic shows that probably deserves a good watch that I've never seen. I just haven't gotten to it. I haven't,
because I'm kind of a nerd and I've watched all these documentaries and such. I also find it fascinating that these gals didn't really get along and still pulled this shit off. Like, you know,
well, they say
were all big stars,
like each other.
Right? I mean, all these were established stars when they got together, and apparently there were egos and such. Go figure, and fights and such. But they got the job done, and the shit was hilarious. So, you know, they say in wrestling enemies do the best. Maybe that's in real life too, right? You do your job better because you hate motherfuckers. I don't know, but you would never know it watching the show. The chemistry is great, and yeah, that's still one of my favorites. If you need a good laugh, this is what the world needs.
More Golden Girls.
Golden Girls is on TV Land all week because it's the 40th anniversary. Watch some Golden Girls. Just laugh.
Another thing I love about the Golden Girls, and I've seen videos of it, is this is a show from 1985 with four very, well, I think only in their 60s, right?
I think so, according to the show.
Not our version of 60s in today's day and age, but it was surprisingly very progressive for its time.
Yes, it was.
Very progressive. So, and
a lot of cameos. Like, you can go back and watch it and see people and you know, oh, I know who that is. I know who that is. Yeah, there's like big story. There's an episode with Burt Reynolds on it, and he just shows up at the end, but you can hear the live audience because you know they had live audience then. Some shows you can hear the audience go crazy because Burt Reynolds shows up at the door and says hello. Burt Reynolds.
Like they didn't even bother trying to give him a character. He was just like,
no, because the whole story is Sophia went to this thing by herself because something happened to the girls, and she came back and claimed that she met Burt and hung out with him afterwards, and they didn't believe her. Then all of a sudden the bell rings, and he's there to pick Sophia up. I'm Burt Reynolds. I'm here for Sophia. Yeah, and then of course he says to Sophia, "Which one's the slutty roommate?" And they all say, so, yeah, just moments like that make it a great show. Wow, hilarious. That's what the world needs. Laughable. So there we go. 2 40-year anniversaries. We're old as fuck. Do you think we'll be doing this a 40th anniversary of this show? Can you see us at 8 years old still doing it? Welcome to the
I feel like we'll have enough content to do it because WWE never stops.
Never stops.
And maybe someday we'll get AEW on a streaming site, and we can start going back and doing those.
They have started, but Max is one of those pricey ones too. But it is on Max.
I have Max.
Yeah, the brand new ones aren't there yet, but the old stuff is. Everything from the beginning is on there. Paper-wise, show-wise. They have the first 2 years, I think, is all they've uploaded so far, so it has started, yeah.
Well, we definitely don't want to start jumping into those until they start getting more. Like 2 years, we'll get through that quick.
All right, well, the next one, you have the trailer I sent you.
Oh, trailer, yes. I'm sorry.
I'm super stoked about this.
I have your picture. I don't have a trailer.
I thought I sent you the trailer yesterday. Shit. Anyway.
No, you told me that you wanted to do this trailer, but you didn't tell me. You didn't send me a specific trailer. Am I looking for a specific trailer?
It wasn't specific. It was just one of the shorter ones that I had gotten like a minute. There was like a minute and a half trailer that I picked.
There's 221, 225.
I don't really care. It just that one was just shorter. Was the only reason I picked it. So I don't care. I just want
it doesn't have anything specific.
No, there was nothing specific. Sure. It was just a shorter version of it.
All right, give me a second. I got that trailer.
While he pulls this up, we're gonna watch a trailer for something I'm very excited about. To be honest, I never thought this Stephen King novel book would be a movie. Never thought they'd do it. They are a long walk. This.
I don't know anything about this, so here I want to put this on here. I know of it, but I didn't.
I'm Ray Garrity. Call me Ray. Freeman Freeze.
And Colson's the name. Walking's my game.
I ain't many that are built like me. I'm the last of my kind.
To inspire everyday people.
Smile, boys. You're on candid camera. Man, you gotta not think about the things out of your control. Think about your plan.
Personally, I can't think about all that money.
You'll never find another like me. I'm the less kind.
Okay, just keep walking. That's right. Just keep walking. Yeah, that's it, kid. That's
It's a heavy sack to sign up for this contest. I'm not going to go through the whole rule book, but it boils down to this. If you fall below the speed of 3 miles per hour, you get your ticket. Walk until there's only one of you left. Who's ready to... What's the truth of this? This is walk or die. You walk as long as you can. But sometimes the body won't listen. For some, your heart will stop. For others, your brain. There's one winner. And no finish line.
A successful
Okay, so that looked better than I was expecting. Sorry.
Yes. And I think, which you could probably kind of tell from the trailer, I think using the people that did the Hunger Games is perfect because it's not the exact same story.
It's kind of a similar story, yeah.
Similar story, so I think those are the perfect people to.
I mean, I guess I don't know precisely why they're doing it.
I don't. There we go. Okay, I thought you disappeared. I couldn't see anything. My screen was dark.
Oh, no, it's just
From
apparently when I need to get off the full screen when I do the full screen.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. It's a dystopian type. It's a whole lot of money. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. The main thing I heard about it is there's a place that's doing a specific showing of this where everybody is watching the movie on treadmills and they have to walk while watching. Like, I heard a rumor that they're doing a special showing where people can like watch the movie and be on.
That might make sense, but what if it's like a 2-hour flick? You want to see if you can really do the walk? I mean, that's a cool idea. I'm not hating it.
Oh, I ain't doing it. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not doing it either. I'm not hating it, but I'm not fucking doing it. No, I'm cool. I'll watch them walk.
I'll be one of the ones that have a heart attack and then get shot. Apparently.
But I've also always been poor, so I don't care how much money's on the line. I'm not going to see if I can walk till everyone else dies. That's why there's no finish line. Only one person wins, and there's only one way to lose.
I'm not a big fan of murder, so yeah, I don't think I'd participate.
Or a heart attack, or dehydration, or who knows. You know, so yeah, I'm cool. But it does look good. Excited about that. I love me a good Stephen King movie, and they're not always good, but I think this one definitely has the potential.
This looks interesting. That's the first time I've really seen anything about it. Yeah, kind of interesting.
I took a deep breath because I was trying to stay positive, but we have to talk about season 2 of the NFL now, and I pretty much just want to curl up in a ball and cry.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I have.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow needs surgery for a turf toe, level 3 turf toe, and will be sidelined at least 3 months. And we started 2-0. We won 2 games already. Like, we started faster than we've ever started. Now we lost Joe Burrow.
This is, if I'm correct, Burrow's 5th year, right?
6th or 7th. He's already got this contract for 5 years.
Okay, so 5-6 years, we'll say roughly. and I don't know if this is Zach Taylor or coordinators, and I don't care what anyone else says. You've had this long, and you can't protect your fucking quarterback.
You know what? I don't support that rhetoric. Here's the thing.
How do you not support that rhetoric that they don't protect Joe Burrow?
Because people are assuming that because in the past he got sacked like 9 times in one game. That's not what's happening right now. He's being protected, but every game has.
Okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't not get him sacked. Here's the comparison for you. Here's some numbers. I'm talking about since he's been there. I know you can't not have sacks, but here's some numbers that we're not going to like. Okay, Andrew Luck retired young because of injuries. You know this, correct?
Yes, I'm aware.
He had a bad offensive line.
Yes.
And Andrew Luck's first 71 games, he was sacked 157 times. Andrew Luck retired at age 29. In Joe Burrow's first 71 games, he's been sacked 201 times.
I'm talking about this season.
He's 28. Yeah, but it's the whole thing. It's the whole career. Like, and it's not just like if he keeps getting hurt, he's going to have to retire. I know you can't totally prevent sacks, but I love my Bengals. I do love my Bengals. But if Joe Burrow was in Kansas City for the last 5 years, he would have way less injuries.
Well, one thing I think is a problem, and I think part is one of the problems, and I think that's partial Joe Burrow's fault, is that Joe Burrow likes to do shotgun like all the time. Like they don't mix it up; they do shotguns, and so okay.
So maybe we need a new coach.
Here's the thing. Now remember, we're dealing with Myles Garrett last.
Yeah.
An entire week 1 game, he was sacked 3 times. Now you're telling me 3 times is too many? Like in our game,
no, it's not.
This week he was sacked twice.
Our quarterback is now Jake Browning, right?
Yes.
And I love it again. I love our Bengals, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we don't lose another quarterback before the season's out, because even he had to throw the ball very quickly a lot of that game.
Yeah.
So, I know we can't be perfect, but I'm just afraid. And I think in a different team with a different coach, a different line, a different setting, I don't think he would have so many injuries and so many sacks. I'm just worried that we're not going to get anything from Joe Burrow, and we're going to lose him before his time because.
And I understand the upset, and I understand the fear and all that, but they have constantly been getting new guys. They've been constantly trying to improve
to be what you to get on your side. It could be the offensive play calling. At the end of the day, the coaches are the coaches. So maybe we need a new head coach. Maybe we need a new coordinator. Because you are right, he does go in shotgun a lot. I don't think we run enough sometimes.
Why?
Because it's a good way to protect the quarterback. Is
to my understanding, that is how Joe Burrow wants to run the offense.
And if that's the case,
unless you want to say Joe Burrow needs to go, I don't agree with
that's how Joe Burrow wants to do it, then that means Zach Taylor's giving Joe Burrow the power to call the game. So
exactly.
Maybe Joe shouldn't be calling the games. I mean, I love Joe.
Here's the problem.
It's a mixed bag because I like the quarterback to have that ability, but if it's getting him hurt and it's not working.
Well, here's the thing. That's what he likes, but that's also what's made him as successful as he's been. You take that away, is he going to be as good as that? Be risk in your choices. That is what this is. If that's what he likes, you're going to have to also deal with the risk. And unfortunately, here's the thing. I would be more concerned with Joe Burrow. And I know a lot of people are concerned about his injuries. I've even seen people saying that we need to get rid of Joe Burrow because he's too injury prone. It'd be one thing if his injuries were all the same. Once it was his finger, this is turf toe, then it was a ACL. Like, they've all been different injuries. It's not like it's the same thing over and over again. It's just all random things.
I don't think it's injury prone, and they have some different, but they all add up. That's my word.
Well, I know it sucks.
And I'm the person who would say, like, I don't want Joe to leave. I wouldn't want to get rid of him because he's injury prone, but there's there's part of me that's like, Joe may need to go so he has a fucking longer career.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not saying he's guaranteed to be safe somewhere else. There has to be something to it.
I just
Random. There's just been too many injuries.
I just know that I have literally been watching ever since that Super Bowl run.
Me too.
Every freaking season, every draft, we are drafting offensive linemen like crazy. We are getting free agents like crazy, and it has been improving. It has absolutely improved since then. But people are, because of that past, people are ignoring the improving and just want it to be perfect.
I don't want it to be
and
perfect.
People gotta realize I'm not talking about you in general, but I'm on some Facebook groups for the Cincinnati. It's driving me crazy how much doom and gloom people are saying. I mean, obviously, I am very upset right now that we lost our quarterback, but that doesn't mean that the offensive line hasn't improved. That doesn't mean other things have improved. He played all last season,
right.
But people need to recognize that you're going to get sacks, especially when you're playing someone like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is possibly the best defensive end in the entire NFL, and he gets to Joe Burrow all the time. And I would say 3 times against Myles Garrett, I know they got pressured a lot. That's not terrible.
It's not that I have post-traumatic stress. Burrow getting hurt so much.
You got PTSD, and I understand that, and I respect
this
that.
To me is more about, I guess I was unfair to the offensive line. This to me is more worried about how much of a career he has, but he keeps getting injured, even though I know they're different ones. But again, this stuff adds up. And the only bad thing about the sacks is that can lead to your brain being mush. I mean, Andrew Luck had a lot of concussions, is why he retired. He's 50 more hits than Andrew Luck. It's rough.
Another problem is and I love Joe Burrow, but some of this also is on him on the fact that he holds the ball too long sometimes. Sometimes he should just throw it away.
Yeah.
To
be fair,
he's always...
My one criticism, which you kind of touched on, is I think Burrow always thinks he needs the long ball. The shotgun, the Hail Mary, the 80-yard pass to Chase. Like, go your tight ends. Take some of that 3-yard shit. Don't hold the ball because you want that 60-yard play.
Yeah,
like,
he just...
Throw some quick fires. But he did that in LSU, too. He likes that big play guy. He likes that.
Yeah. He just... I love him.
So to be fair, it's on him, too.
It's partially on him.
You need to adapt your style if you want your career to be longer because, 29 is young, but this is the NFL.
But at the same time, this is why he's good. And unfortunately, there's a risk to it.
So I imagine, anything can happen, but I don't think Burrow will be back this year. But
they're saying he could be back by December, and I disagree. I think Burrow will be back. And if us in the playoffs, if we can get to the playoffs and we got a 2-0, we got a nice head start. We can.
Yeah. By the way, everybody's hating on him too. He's a backup quarterback. First of all, that's his job. And
he won us the game. We're losing.
That he can win a game or two. I think he can win a game or two.
As long as he can keep us afloat.
But I think he can win. We have a good enough defense that as long as he can keep us close,
it's there. About that, our defense seems to be improved, but until, I'll wait to say that.
I think we can win a few games. I don't know. Everybody's like, "Oh, your season's over." Maybe not. I think we can win.
The good thing is that 2 weeks in a row, we won close games. In the last season, we were in these games and we were losing these close games. Yeah. So,
you know what we like to always say, or at least I do, like with the backup. He has absolutely nothing to lose.
True.
Nothing to lose. He can go out there and he has no pressure because you're just the backup. So he could lose every game and they'll give him crap, but he's a backup. Like those guys, sometimes are the best ones to have.
I'd like him to go out there and pick someone up.
Right, and there's talk of that. Did you hear the craziest rumor? It's just a rumor right now.
I know a lot of people want us to try to get Jameis Winston or Kirk Cousins if possible.
Yeah, there's this rumor which I don't want to believe that they may try to go after Shadir.
I've heard that too.
Why would you
Well,
think that?
he's a young
I'm not saying
quarterback.
he's got Shadir could be good. The problem is his family and his father and how it's influenced him. That's the problem himself. He's his own worst enemy. That's kind of his problem.
We'll see. I
mean,
I
he's been
don't
pulled
see
over
the
like
Browns
3 times
trading
already.
Shadir.
I don't either.
I
But
don't-
I think they will try to find something else. You need someone else just in case Browning goes in.
Well,
Or
you
might
have to because right now the only other quarterback we have is on the practice squad. So we have to at least pick up one more person.
But I wouldn't mind seeing us grab a veteran if one's available. I don't care who it is. It's just
I'd like one of these journeymen. It would be be nice.
journeyman would be nice to have.
But we need something for the backup. So
All right, well, I think I'm ready to talk wrestling news.
wrestling.
Wrestling. Isn't that what this is? A wrestling show?
Oh, is it?
Look, this first thing I'm really excited about, it's a piece of merchandise. And before I reveal this piece of merchandise, I don't know if you got to see this, but Mommy was at a con over the weekend.
I have
Comic
seen
Con.
this.
You saw that she was murdered. It was great.
Yeah.
So you did see this, and here we go. Hot Topic will have these, by the way. We got a Art and Mommy crossover.
I wouldn't mind this shirt.
Okay.
Actually.
Has a blade that's about to kill you ever looked so good?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, look at that knife.
I mean,
I wouldn't mind having one of these either. This is cool. This is a very cool.
as a wrestling fan and a horror fan, this is a great mashup.
Perfect mashup.
Actually, you know what I'd like more?
What's that?
If they made a shirt with Liv Morgan and
Oh, yeah.
Chuck.
We should have got one of those. They missed an opportunity there. Absolutely should have got that.
Because I like Terrifier. I've watched the first two. Me and my daughter really enjoyed it. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. It's absolutely
I've watched the
ridiculous.
first two as well.
I'm trying to wait. The third one is now on Peacock, and I'm trying to wait for my daughter. I'm trying to wait for my daughter to come up from college to watch it with me because that's who I watched the first two with. I want to watch it with her. So I like Art the Clown. I find him entertaining, and I love Mommy. So I wouldn't mind this.
There's another wrestling tie-in too, because Jericho is also a Terrifier.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There you go. Well, the next piece of news, I didn't call it maybe, but I saw this coming. They had their Worlds Collide this weekend, which was their next event with AAA. And Dirty Dom is now double belt Dom, baby. Dominic won the AAA Mega Championship.
Double belt.
Double belt Don, baby. He is now the AAA Mega World Champion, and he is a star in fucking Mexico, man. Look at that smile on his face.
I like Dom. I do like
I
Dom.
do too, and it was great because Ray was there, of course, because it was AAA, and they made Ray hand to Dom the belt. A great moment where Ray had to hand the title over and act like he hated doing it.
And he was probably proud of shit.
I wouldn't be surprised, because Ray's actually mentioned this before too. I wouldn't be surprised at some point in Mexico at one of these AAA shows if we don't see Ray versus Dom. And I would also not be shocked if it was a mask versus hair match. I can see this coming. This would be huge if they did this in Mexico. By the way, the AAA shows are on the YouTube page. If you haven't checked them out, they're so entertaining. Just really check them out.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Dom, the new double champ, baby. I hope he wears the Triple Mega Championship on Raw as well. I hope he has it with him. He should. There's no reason he shouldn't. They own the company.
Right.
So. All right. Well, now we're going to talk about WrestlePalooza. We're going to make some picks. It's this weekend. So.
All right.
And the fifth match is not on this graphic because I don't know if you got to see on SmackDown, but the American Nightmare made his return. Cody is back. He's either done filming Street Fighter or he's just done for now. But I did not expect Cody to be back for WrestlePalooza. And I also didn't expect him to be on the card, but he is. Cody will defend the title against Drew at WrestlePalooza. And I believe that might start the pay-per-view. Since Brock and Cena's the main event, I could see Drew and Cody kicking off the show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, even though it's not on the graphic, we're going to pick that match first. Cody versus Drew. I mean, come on. I see Cody.
He's coming back from not an injury, but he's coming back. Yeah, it's probably going to be.
That's the way they portrayed it, though. He's been gone ever since Drew gave him that Claymore through the announce table.
Yeah.
I can't not go with Drew. the next match we're going to talk about, and I got to kind of backtrack with it too, but we're getting an Usos reunion. The Usos are reuniting to take on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Now, I predicted that I thought at Clash of Paris, Jay was going to turn and join the division, but we found out the other member of the division was actually Becky Lynch. But there was a backstage segment with the Usos on Raw, and there's a little bit of tension. With the Usos. So it intrigues me a little. I still think we might see a turn here. And it could be here. I don't know that for sure. Because I also heard they wanted the Usos to have another run. So I really don't know how to pick this match. I mean, Bronson and Braun have been losing every match they're in. So this one's a hard one to pick. The Usos are one of the best tag teams ever.
Return of Usos, I think I'm going to go with the Usos.
I'm going to go with the Usos too, but I still think we might see like a interaction. I don't know. I just have this feeling. Maybe they'll reunite for a while and they'll end up feuding again. Who knows? But I'm going to go with the Usos as well.
Yeah.
We're also going to decide a new women's champion. Vacant women's title on the line. It's going to be Io Sky against Stephanie Vaquer. I have Vasquez. Okay, Vasquez. I'm picking Stephanie. I think it's her time. I think that's who they're going to put the belt on. I
think Stephanie.
You're wrong, but I think they're going to put the belt on.
I think it's Stephanie.
Oh my gosh! If we keep picking all the matches the same, everybody's going to think no. They might all end up with Rollins and Becky Lynch against CM Punk and AJ Lee. Come on, it's AJ's return. Punk and AJ.
Yeah, definitely Punk and AJ. Sorry, that's not a question.
Of course, and I loved, by the way, I don't know if you got to see Raw, but I loved on Monday Night Raw how, of course, Seth and Becky came out, but they come out to their music, and then Punk and AJ came out together. And Punk said, I had to sit here and listen to two horrible songs. But I was okay with putting Cold personality on the back burner so AJ could light it up. He also said immediately when he got in the ring, I'm not going to waste anybody's time. I'm AJ Lee's husband. I didn't say I'm CM Punk, but anyway, we know that's kind of who's going to win. And then we got our main event, Cena versus Lesnar. And the way things are going, I think Cena's going to win. I don't even know if they're going to. I think Cena might win all the way out.
I hope he wins because fuck Lesnar.
Also, I don't know if you got to see it on SmackDown, but Lesnar F5 archery so hard he ripped his jeans. I don't know if you got to see that on the internet, but he literally his jeans ripped when he gave archery.
So has the internet already done like a you ever watch SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I ripped my pants.
What I found funny too is Brock broke character on the way back to the locker room, and he was Stu, the cameraman. We all knew his famous because of Cena, and he said, "Stu, I ripped my fucking pants," and he started laughing. But fuck Brock, Cena kick his ass. All right,
well, kick his ass. Agreed.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about our next piece of big news, and my feelings have changed a little bit on this because I listen to Conrad Thompson's podcasts. I share that all the time. He has podcasts with everybody, and I was listening to him and JBL talk today about this. But it's officially been announced that WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Saudi Arabia. And of course, we know that a lot of people have political and such opinions about the WWE being over there. But this kind of goes back to the things I was saying with the Charlie Kirk thing. I was listening to Conrad. I'm giving you a cheap plug, Conrad. I'm sure you don't listen to our podcast, but that's fine.
That's fine.
Save someone with Conrad Thompson. Okay. He's a mortgage guy too. Anyway, on his show, this is what he said. He said, if you put everything else aside, think about the kids over there that are going to get to go to their first WrestleMania. Because again, I'm not going to hate the whole country because of the way certain things are there. Think about the people there. Think about how this crowd's going to be having a WrestleMania over there. And believe it or not, JBL said, I know it's just wrestling, but this can be good for this country. Like, even though it was a small thing, just the fact that women can wrestle there now, even though they have to cover up, that's a big deal. So it just kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, right? This is good for the people there that live there, that aren't horrible people that are just stuck in a country with some things that we don't agree with. So I'm happy for the residents that the event will be there. That's what I'm going to do.
Still don't like it.
That's just my, view. And the bottom line of it, we know why this happened. I mean, the bottom line of it is Vince would have never done it because of his old school beliefs. Yes, Vince made the deal with Saudi. Everybody that knows Vince says Vince would never put Mania there because of his old school beliefs. At the end of the day.
Well, see, now you're giving me two arguments. Like, I don't like it, but then fuck Vince. So, like, now I'm like, well, now I support it. Fuck Vince.
Well, the point of it, though, is saying that at the end of the day, TKO is about business and money, and cities have to pay to rent that WrestleMania, and nobody was going to outbid Saudi Arabia. I mean, that's just what it really comes down to brass tacks. I mean, also is the reason John Cena's last match isn't in Boston. Cena was in Boston at Raw last night. That was his last Raw. That was his last appearance in his hometown. Same thing happened. Washington offered more money. They're trying to say, oh, well, maybe they weren't paid. So maybe no. Washington, D.C. just offered the most money to have John Cena's last match. That's how this works. It's a business. So it's going to be interesting. Remember, next year the Royal Rumble's in Saudi. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that goes and what reception is like. So there you go. All right, well, I think I actually made it through everything except one more thing, unless you had something to add.
I do not know.
All right, then we all know what time it is. It's time for...
The Chic Tweet of the Week.
Chic Tweet.
And this week it's another musical reference. And by the way, I hope no one thinks this is morbid. But now when I do the Sheik tweaks, I look at when they were done because I want to know if it was actually the Iron Sheik or if it's his family.
Well, yeah.
They still keep it alive. This was actually the Iron Sheik. Again, it's another musical reference. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand, you dumb son of a bitch.
Yes, this is a Tonic song. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand.
I love it.
You dumb son of a bitch.
I want to point out that I love right away my co-host knew it was the fucking Tonic song. Because a lot of people know that song, but I bet a lot of people wouldn't know the band.
If you could only
Everybody
see
knows
my
that song.
Tonic, yeah. I love that song.
Cool.
And when I was, so I have a little bit of a story with this song, sort of. And the reason why I remember the name of this band is because, quite a few years ago, we're talking like 10, 15 years ago, I made it to quote-unquote Hollywood Week for what was called Wooster Idol.
Okay.
So just a American Idol ripoff that's a local.
Right.
A local American Idol ripoff at like local bars where I would go to karaoke. And so I did that and I made it to Hollywood Week. First I sang not Billy Joel. Piano Man. Oh yeah, that's
Billy Joel.
Yeah, that is Billy Joel. So I sang Piano Man first, and the judges were like, you know what? We like you. We think you scream a little too much with that song. We'd like to hear you would sing a different song. So then I sang Elton John. Why can't I think of the name of it? It's one of his slower love songs. Your song.
Okay.
Okay.
Wrong. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So I sang that one, and that got me through to Hollywood Week. So I was trying to figure out. Now at Hollywood Week, we had to sing the song, and we had to do a cappella. So I had it to 3 different songs because one of my friends suggested this song, Tonic, If You Can Only See. So I was debating on this one. I was debating on Creep by Radiohead because my cousin said that she thinks like we would play rock band. She's like, you do really good on Creep. And then the other one was, and you're going to be shocked because you know how much I love country music. But there's one country artist I really liked back then, and that was Garth Brooks. So Thunder Rolls. I ended up going with Thunder Rolls. Yeah, I didn't get any farther. But Tonic was one that was suggested to me by my best friend. He's like, I think that's a good a cappella song. I just didn't know the song as well back then to where I wasn't as comfortable. Where Thunder Rolls, I kind of knew all the words without learning it. You know, I already had a leg up on Thunder Rolls. Same with Creep.
Exactly.
I knew that one pretty well, and it's not.
I would have done the same thing. I would have went with something that I knew.
Yeah.
And
don't get me wrong. I know Tonic and I know this song.
But you want to say something we're confident in and you need better.
Yeah. This is a song that I would be confident and comfortable with singing at karaoke, but as an a cappella song, I wasn't confident enough.
Makes sense.
So yes, I know who Tonic is, and I know who sings this song because it was kind of a big part of a situation.
Baby loves the Tonic too.
I also am a trivia host and love trivia, so I kind of know these. I do know a lot of artists, especially one-hit wonders like Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah,
you knew that.
If you listen to our show, you kind of know we're a little into music because we break out random songs.
Yes.
Lots of times.
So yeah, I know this song, and I know. Yeah, I caught the reference as soon as I saw the lyrics.
Great shit. All right, well, we're ready. We're ready, and I'm kind of excited because I don't think I've ever seen this. It's main event time.
I know I've never seen this.